У вас называется по-другому название.
You have a little bit different name of the topic.
Yeah. If you look in your program,
Yes, in your program.
you have another name of the topic, mindful speech. Vision, system, structure and process. Yes? Yes. You see. I use this name of the topic, monolith. Do you understand? Monolith, what is it? Don't worry, we will use vision, system, structure and process. I use this name because we have this name inside. We use this name in our Apostolic Council. We use this name. Okay, next slide. Principles of the monolith construction model of the last time church, or how to systematize any text. Do you understand? First of all, I want to tell you about 8 positions: mission, goal, strategy, methods, ways, plans for 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, daily plan for 1 day, personal training system. And first of all, I want to ask you about this 8 position. What do you know? Maybe during this retreat, maybe you know before something about it. What do you think? What mission is? I will ask you, and I think it's really better to us understand my subject, my topic, my message for you. And after understanding this basic position, we will move. What do you think about mission, and why do you think I write a mission at the first position? Okay, French or Canada?
Just a question. We're going to have all material for you?
Yes, this for you.
Okay.
All this material is for you. You can only look on the wall and read, and don't worry about it. Okay. I want to use this training like for discussion club. It will easy for you to understand my message, because it's so difficult. It is so difficult information, because all this information what you can see at these several slides have about 3.5 gigabytes information. Everything about it, all the principles, all construction, all systems, about 3.5 gigabytes information. Now I want to show you only principles. And this principle you can use to how systematize any task, any mission, any work, any social, any spiritual, and another. Please, Steiner.
Because everything flows from your mission and vision. So if you start there, you have kind of your springboard for all the other things that are to follow.
Okay.
If you don't know your mission, you're not going to be able to implement the right.
Okay, then I have another question to you. Do you have personal mission, or your mission is from another mission, maybe from Jesus' mission, maybe from God's mission? What do you think about it?
Yeah, you can have both. You have your mission from God that's
global mission.
Yeah, global, and then you have your own personal mission that fits into that.
The pattern in this mission. Maybe this global mission you can use like your own personal mission. Okay, Nancy, France.
About mission?
Yes. I think it will be better for us if everybody will tell me about your understanding every position.
Okay. Mission is to identify my area of my sphere of life that I want to influence, to be influenced, to changing things, and the principal motivation that I have in that time. Generally.
Yeah, I think I like this illustration which I saw somewhere, that like the whole system is like a ladder that is taking you somewhere. But your mission is to make sure that your ladder is on the right wall. Because if you put a ladder on the wrong wall, you get there, but that's not your mission. So the mission is like the service.
Okay, we have 3 hours for our training, and I think we can use these hours for speaking, telling about your understanding and discussion. Okay. If you speak about goal and strategy, you can tell me, because I want you to be more activity, emotional. I'm not a teacher, I'm training. I want to train you.
I think mission is what we think our calling, the
Wonderful.
defined calling of God.
Wonderful. Yes. Brilliant. Okay. What do you think?
I think the mission is, or the vision of mission is the big picture of the future we want to be one day.
If you see, I want to understand what do you know, not only your personal understanding, but all this position, all this understanding we use from first step of retreats, Pastor Sunday teached about more time. And this, my presentation or my teaching, is a full understanding of different positions. Mission is one of them.
I would say the end result that you want to achieve.
Okay. Okay, end result. Great Britain.
Mission, they've already identified the mission, similar to goal, what you want to do.
Okay. Then what's the difference between mission and goal?
Your goal is something that you have set before you, like in the next 5 to 10 years, you setting yourself towards that goal. Your mission is something maybe you are doing, like for example, you are pastor, you're doing something or evangelizing or
Not the more spiritual and social. Okay.
Well, for me, the mission is the work to do, what we ought to do. It's very important as a minister. So your mission is what to do. The goal is like a vision, like what's your
Plan.
what's your plan, what you plan to do, to get to go.
Okay.
I'll say,
Okay, no problem.
yeah, I'll say the difference is the mission is what you want to do. So the goal is like an objective that is time-based, broken it down into smaller pieces.
Okay, can I ask you, maybe somebody of you, show me, maybe use one picture. All this understanding on one picture. Where is the mission? What is the goal? What is strategy? How do you see all these 8, my understanding of your goal, global calling, in one system picture? Can you write or show me on the board? Because I see most of all understand what I want to know, because it's only basics. And I think
it's about
you.
Okay. Number 1 mission, it's
Speak French.
no. Mission is the general calling. My general calling is pastoral, apostolic, to change France, to the reformation of the church and society.
Only France? Only French?
No, that is the national dimension. International dimension is the country which we French speaking.
Africans.
It's for about 22 countries.
Okay. Because I wrote your presentation.
The goal is to save 4 million people in France, to enrich 20 million people when we tell rich, we know the terminology, only affects their lives. With social missions, with politics, that kind of strategy, it's how I go to make that things. It's through social churches. The social church, it's going to be a platform with a minister, the pastor, a social pastor, that this pastor going to motivate three, that is a platform for three big areas: social, education, social education, arts, media, cultural media, and politics, economics. You know, the science, politics, economics are in the same kind of things. And because we talk about Reformed churches, establish one mega church like a model. Three strategy.
Yes.
Methods. Methods. Making other leaders, social pastors, training leaders.
Leaders school.
Yes. That is in
Social.
39 cities.
Okay.
In France.
That means you must grow or rise up about 39 social paths.
Yes.
The strategy. Social now, social 49.
History maker trainings in
Yes.
In the city, in my city.
Okay.
It's one of the makers training in this.
Another methods. You have a different strategy, but only one method.
No, contact all the existing missions in the nation.
Do you understand?
Mission.
Because I think everybody must do this.
I see in the internet in my nation they
listen clear.
There exists now in our time mission it's in place for Christians that they have initiative but they don't have the good spirit to be more aggressive, to putting more pushing, more pressure. No, they only waiting for something. They haven't the idea. There are many association, organization,
Okay.
Christian
Things I understand. Ways.
I have the 6, but I the 3, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the ways. For establishing the churches, evangelize, contact people.
For example, look at me. If you're writing about existing mission of France, existing mission of France, I think methods. It's ways. It's different ways of methods. Mission. It's a global mission. It's a global end calling. Goal is my personality goal in this global mission. Strategy. It's my strategy how I must come to this end, to my end calling, to my goal. Methods. How I can to do more effective my strategy. But ways. It's a different ways to methods. If you use, for example, leadership school or exist mission of France, Ways, it's a difficult, interesting, difficult.
Divided into
Yes. How?
many ways
Many
contacting
ways.
these
Yes.
missions.
How you can contact this mission?
Okay.
It can be conference, crusades, leadership, united ministries, and many different.
Also, it doesn't have to be
Putting
an
more data.
Yes. Details.
Details for
And
methods.
you can plan about 75%. Everything you want to do, you might plan it in your prayer room or your plans, how you can do your methods more effective, difficult method, difficult ways.
Okay.
And when you write the ways, then you can see everything from beginning to the end. And only then you can start planning 10 years, 5 years, 1 year. And when you plan, for example, 10 years, all these positions must be in these 10 years. And what the goal for 1 year, for second year, what you must do from this your map, spiritual map, every year. For 6 plan for 10 years, how do you think? What the goal, what the purpose, what the aim of every year?
Yes, I have the plan
Yes.
for 30 years, but in my PC, I try to put for 30 years. It's
Oh, please, only
No.
10.
no,
It's very difficult. It's for some-
because
only 10.
Thank you.
I think during the next 20 years, maybe Jesus rise up in his church. Jesus will help you
putting her
to be effective in your mission.
and 1 year is putting in
No,
place.
no, it's a mistake. You must
Ah.
begin plan from
Yes,
10
I know,
years,
but
then 5
I
years.
don't remember because I have 20 years in my head because I didn't have my plan.
Breakdown.
Just mistake because planning
Yes,
must begin from the end.
yes, but I begin from 30.
Then you must write from 10 years.
Okay, from
Then 5 years. Okay, I think you understand.
church.
Okay.
Five social churches,
Okay.
one mega church,
Okay.
one social church in one city, one international social church, and one area, one sphere of the only in the first year only one sphere
Okay.
of the social sphere, social education, social church, and the church.
Okay. 7. Daily planning plan for 1 day.
I have for a week.
Yes, week. Yes, you can. Do you understand us? Maybe we have privileges teaching. Or you understand?
Daily
Everybody will write it.
plan.
Not only Newton laws, but planning.
I have a plan like that.
Please don't try to plan for every day because I think we have
No,
so
but-
little time. Please, do you understand what the
Yes.
planning of your daily plan?
Yes, it's a function to that.
Yes, it must be finished, or not finished. You must finish planning on your daily planning.
Yes.
You start to planning from the 10,
Yes.
5,
Yes.
1 weeks,
Yes.
month, weeks, and only then daily planning.
Daily.
And this daily planning is the answer for global vision,
Yes.
for goal, for strategy, for methods, for ways, for plans. Do you understand?
Because I put some priority.
We
For,
did this
I
yesterday.
explain. For me, for being able for make all this work, I need to be strong spiritually
Yeah.
and motivated.
So that-
And my day, prayer, number 1. But because I have a secular work, I put in prayer, 1 hour prayer in the evening. 1 hour prayer and 20, 30, 20, 30. And I working in car. I speaking in tongues when I go to work, 30 minutes. And speaking in tongues when I coming, 30 minutes. And I need to actions to make that. I need to put in some action to contact these people, to realize some practical kind of in my day.
And all this daily plan, it is steps to come for your finished global vision. And every day is your planning to from vision, from goal, from strategy.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And for a personal training system, what do you think about?
Personal training system. Personal prayer retreat, 1 a month. And system. I need to put a system for realize.
All this position must be like one system.
Okay.
Everything you write
Okay.
must be like one circle.
Okay.
System. Every
That I make in today affect
Yes.
the years, affect the 5 years, the 10 years.
Okay. Thank you. I think French will say. Who's next? If you understand, it's only exam for your first retreat. Okay? We now stay only at the first retreats. It's enough. Yes.
Okay, I understand, so
You know
we
something?
don't have to.
You please, you write. What do you understand?
My mission is to help believers or to see believers I want to see believers walk in love, and through that, and through it affect the world.
Okay. How do you think? Is this a mission?
It's a mission.
Celebration. It's a mission. What is it?
A method?
Maybe.
Or a strategy?
It's vision. Vision.
It's a mission because I want
What
to
great
see
Britain
people.
thinks. Don't worry, just ask.
Maybe a goal.
Maybe. I think maybe.
Yeah, it may be. It is. I believe that's a call too.
Maybe. Okay.
And another aspect is to see sexually abused, sexually and emotionally.
Is it a goal? Is this a goal?
No, it's a mission. It's true. The two of it.
I think it can be goal or strategy.
Oh,
Sexual assault.
so it's not a mission.
Not a mission.
Okay. So how do I put it to be?
I think it can be a strategy. Strategy. Okay, thank you. If yes, you can see. I think it's something. Please second. Next slide. Emmanuel. Come back.
I'm sorry. On the first one, yeah?
And not first, this. Look at this.
Oh, second.
Do you remember? Do you remember the speech?
Yes.
What this Benjamin Franklin system? Okay. Now I beg for this system. It's a Benjamin Franklin system. If it was in the retreat, you must remember this system. Yes? Do you remember this system?
Yes.
First of all, global goal. Master plan of goal achieving. Long-term plan for 10, 5, 1 years. Short-term plan for 2-3 months and plan for 1 day. What do you want?
Are we going to continue to try? I'd like to try on the board. See if I-
You want?
Yeah, if we're
Please,
still with that.
please.
See if okay.
So global goal could be to social
Transformation.
yeah, so with money, say, to fund social transformation.
Okay.
The master plan would be become a millionaire in
2 years.
3 years. So it's a bit more conservative.
Why 3 years if your long-term plan for 10, 5 and 1 year? Master plan of goal, it's not 3 years.
Because I'll use that money to invest to make more money. So maybe I should raise that, right?
Maybe you can write your master plan like become a millionaire.
Yeah, that's better. Because that could limit me. Okay. So become a millionaire, and then so that's 1 year to 10 years would be make first million in 3 years, raise 10 millionaires in 10 years.
Every year.
Every year.
Okay, it's fine. Every year.
Every year.
Short-term plan for different months.
Okay. Use GCOM. That's my business. Use GCOM. Short-term plan for use GCOM to do this. Establish 2 meetings per week with companies, so to make a sale. Anyways. Then 2 to 3 months. So I could take how many meetings is that? 2 per week per month. How many meetings is that?
8.
8 times 3 is 21.
24.
24. So that's 24 meetings in 3 months means cold calls must be made per day, because 10%, if I made 20 calls a week, I could make 2 appointments.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
What is GCOM?
It's his business.
Yeah, generation communication. Does that work?
Yeah, I think maybe Chicago.
Very good. Just on anything, right?
We have to choose something wild this time.
Global goal to influence nations through books.
Through books.
Books.
Your books, no?
Yeah.
Your books.
Yes.
Maybe Pastor Sunday.
Yeah. But books publishing all that.
Okay.
That's not the method. Books.
Yes, just right. Do you know what that's just?
You said, is that not a method?
Right.
Well, I mean, it could be a method if your global goal is different, but this could be
That's a global
your mission. Yeah.
I
Well,
think she's right. Because global mission must be salvation.
What's what?
Salvation.
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 Oh, I thought you said I should do it based on anything.
Global vision. It's repenting, salvation, and everything you're doing
Okay, so,
must be in this mission.
Okay. That's it.
alright, so, I changed
But
that.
stop. But global goal can be writing a books, several books, and influence through the books.
Exactly, that's what
It is an answer for you.
Yeah, okay.
But it can be global. Global goal. But mission, he's right,
Yeah.
mission is an influence to salvation to people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Using
All
this.
right, see, I got it.
You're right.
Okay.
But it's a global.
Okay, so, master plan of achieving this. Master plan is like a general, right? So, to do that, master plan.
I know, I forgot.
Quantity.
For example,
Oh, quality. That quality, right? Okay, all right.
It's too hard.
So basically, okay.
Quantified.
Like,
Quantified.
how many books?
Oh, okay. All right. So this is to write.
Just to write.
No. To write one
How many results?
20.
Results. Not books. Results.
Yeah,
What's the
that's
task?
120 books. Right.
Is this a master plan? Is this a master plan for you?
A master plan as
To touching how much people?
I'm trying to do the master plan.
How much people you want
Once.
to touch?
I can't get it. No, it's so reach. Let's say reach. Because I don't want to do numbers of people, I want to do books, but that's fine. So to reach, let's say to reach 20 million people.
Yes. Hallelujah.
I'm trying to reduce my work to the books, to reach 20 million people through the books.
Okay. It's better.
Then the long-term plan, that would be 10 years, right? 5 years, and 1 year. So if to reach 20 million people in 5 years, sorry, in 10 years. So yes,
2 million. 20 million.
20 million.
20 million. Yeah. For 10 years.
It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's your vision.
It's hypothetical.
It's your master plan.
Okay, so 20 million, let's say 20 million, 20 million people.
I want to know.
That's 2 million a year.
Yeah, so
I want
that's
to know how million
every year. So let's say 2 million. Let's say 2 million.
No.
No, you're right.
You're right.
2 million per year.
Every year, 2 million.
Oh, I thought you were saying that I should, okay, alright, yeah, so 2 million every year. Yeah, it's okay.
And
So
how
2 million people
will
every year.
how will be for 5 years?
So for 5 years, if it's 20 million, 5 years will be 10 million. Sorry, 20 million in 10 years, right? Then half of it will be 10 million.
Okay.
So then the short-term plan, 2 to 3 months. Let me do 1 month first. Can't make it 2 months. Short-term plan would be to reach 2 divided by 12.
Do you have some books? Do you have some books?
Yes.
About 120?
120 books. No.
Then you must plan writing this book.
Yes.
In your long-term plan, you must planning for writing this book and reach the people.
So I have to do 2 sides: the people and the books.
Okay.
Yeah. Two plans. So this is let's say this is a master plan for the number of people.
Reach
people. Then there will be another plan for the writing of the books.
Okay.
So it's 2 different plans.
Okay.
But I'm sure it can be merged into one plan. Okay. So that means for short time, 2 million people divided by 12.
Just put it on the
2 over 12. 2 over 12 million. So for 1 month, that would be, sorry, for every 1 month, that means I have to reach 2 over 12 million people each month. So of course, every 2 months I have to reach 4 over 12 million people to be able to achieve the 20 million in 10 years. Okay. And then for every day, that's a lot. So for every day, I have to reach 2 over 12 million people divided by 30 people. Every day. I know that's a huge, so that's for the people to be reached. But then the other plan will now be the books.
Please write this another side. Yeah.
Clean this up, right?
But forget this.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
I won't forget. Okay. So this is, let me write this down. That's 4 over 12, that's 1 over 3. 2 over 12, 1 over
Everybody
6.
following?
Well,
Everybody following? Yes.
you're helping me. That's 30 people. Okay. Alright. Now, so the next one is how many number of books do I want to use? Influencing nation through books. So basically, I want to write 1,000 books.
1,000.
Or write or publish 1,000 books. So it could be what I've written or some other authors. So write or publish 1,000 books. Written or published. And then the long-term plan for 10 years is to write or publish 10 books. And for 1 year, that will be, so 1,000 books divided by 10, so that's what, 100 books.
Are you writing this first time?
What?
You write this first
No,
time?
this is hypothetical. So yeah, it's just an hypothetical. I'm not using a real. Yeah. So 100 books in 1 year, published and all written for 1 year, and then meaning that for 1 month, for each month, there has to be 100 divided by 12 books. The approximate value that is written or published.
Every month?
Every month.
12 books. What? 12 books every month?
Yes.
Okay.
Every month that is written or published.
Okay.
So, of course, it's hypothetical, so it's not. And then for every day, yeah, so there has to be 100 divided by 12 times 1/30 books. That's what? That's 10/12 books per day.
That's four books per week.
Yeah, so that's how many?
12.
12 books.
4 books per week.
10
4 times 4.
400 over 12 times 30.
10 times.
So that will be 10/30. No, that's something wrong.
No. 4 books
4 books.
every week.
Every week, yes,
It's
4
per
books
week,
per week.
yeah.
Yes.
4 books every week.
Yeah. So 4 books per week. It is not practical for us. 4 books.
Just
per week.
training. You must understand some procession. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I think Chicago will see.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody. Do you understand the principles of system planning of Benjamin Franklin? Do you understand? You. Do you understand? Or you? Me? Yeah. Do you understand? Okay. Can we go on?
Next one.
Next one. Now I want to say about monoliths or about my topic. 3 basic pillars. Vision, process of pictures, and system, the result. Now I will preach you maybe sometime. Because it doesn't come out. I want to preach about vision. I want. What vision is? Move точка A.
We in at this place at A.
And must be in this place B. Vision. We have a vision.
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 Now we're staying here. It's a vision. Vision. Now we're here, but must be here. Yes, it's a vision. It can be 10, 12, 20 years during all our lives. It's my vision. I want to be there. And I think it can be 30 years, 20 years, or 10 years. I asked God about my plan, about vision. What does He want for me and what I must to do during all my life? It's vision. Yes? Okay. Do you know what God is Alpha and Omega? Yes? God is a beginning and the end. He's a first and last. It's mean before starting general plan, God was in the end.
Yes.
You must know it.
Amen.
If He is the Alpha and Omega, if He is the first and the end, beginning and the end, for starting something, God must be in the finish. He must be Omega. He must be last. He must be in the end. It's His nature. He must be there before starting something to do. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is nature. God can start something before He finish this.
Finish this first.
If God was in the end, only then He back to the beginning.
Yes.
And when He finished planning everything, what is planned? All the years, every month, every days. He planned, He finished, beginning the end, and only then He looking for person who can send to do. And if God finished something, only then He back to the beginning and looking for person who can go for us. And then He called you or you or you or you to begin this mission. But in His mind, this mission is finished. And if you have now some mission, it means God has finished it before He called you to do and to start this mission or this goal.
So we start what he already finished.
Yes,
Wow.
it's his nature. He can't start something before he finishes it. Because he is the Alpha and Omega. Because he is the first and last. Beginning and the end. And if this global and hard mission for you is only beginning, for him
That's
it's a finish. And when you came in your beginning, God knew everything in the end. It's me. Don't think this mission is so hard for you. Don't think this mission is so terrible for you. Don't think this mission is so difficult for you. Because God has finished all this mission. And now you must have obedience and do every day, every month and years everything what He planned for you before you call Him. God never called anybody if before He don't prepare this place or land or calling or social for you in the beginning. It is His nature.